anyone is watching, I'm just setting things up right now. You know, notifying the people on my Discord server if they wanna watch. Shit like that. So, nothing that particularly interesting right now. Okay, now onto my Instagram. Notifying those as well. Okay. Come on, I want to copy that. Share, copy. And paste. Hey Ali, how are you? Okay. Oh, it is? Wait, 1 second. Maybe it's because my mic is quite far away. Yoink. Is it better now? Or is it still quite low? I'm not really used to streaming. I mean, I streamed a few times, but never, you know. Okay. Yeah, I'm just not used to streaming, honestly, just because I do it very rarely. But also, I don't ever record my voice, so I also don't really, you know how to set up my mic properly in OBS. Oh yeah, I forgot there's a hand here. I should start actually finishing my art shortly after I do the sketch instead of just having it sit there for like a week, because I tend to just forget what I actually drew. Oh yeah, I forgot I have to fix the sleeve situation here. Because it's honestly quite messy, not gonna lie. still not gonna change my way of sketching because it's comfortable. Should probably look for a way to change doing line art because I still absolutely loathe doing line art. Yeah, you should probably fix that. Because the thing is, like, if you keep just writing scripts but never actually do videos about them, what are you planning to do with those scripts? Because if you keep doing that, you'll end up having like 500 scripts and like 2 videos on your channel. I mean, the thing is, I do very low effort videos, so honestly, I don't really care if my quality is quite shit. As long as it's like readable. More like 5 and 0 vids. Yeah, still, that's the thing. You don't have any videos, despite having scripts. I mean, your camera is quite questionable. It's a good camera, you just have to fucking fix the autofocus. Wait, can't you just technically turn off the autofocus? I mean, then that wouldn't really be a problem. Just focus it once and don't use it. Like, don't fuck with it anymore. You'll just have to stop moving. Which, yeah, I couldn't do that. I always flail my arms around. I talk with my arms. Yes, but I have to have someone to check the focus. Oh, you don't have one of those cameras that have like one of those tiny screens on top, like the ones where it's a camera and then you have a tiny thing here that shows you your face? I don't know what it's called, but I think you know what I mean. Because I think that would be quite handy. Oh yeah, okay, that is quite annoying then. I mean, the thing is, I don't remember who I watched it from, but someone was talking about focusing cameras and they just used a broom handle and just put it in the space where they actually film. Which I thought was kind of genius because you get to focus the camera without actually needing a second person. I'm planning getting an external small screen for cheap. I mean, that is definitely a good idea. But I mean, for the meantime, the broom honestly doesn't sound like such a bad idea, at least to me. But to be fair, I don't show my face, like, at all. And the only time I actually had a like live, like my live stream, like real life, not just my screen. I just hooked my I just hooked my phone up with my selfie stick and stuck it in between my mattress and my bed. So I honestly shouldn't be talking like I know shit. Because I just make shit work. I actually tried it, but ended up knocking off the camera. How did you do that? Like, How? How do you just accidentally knock your camera over? Off? Whatever. So these fingers are fucked. How do people draw hands? How do people draw hands? That is the one thing in art that I still absolutely fucking struggle with. Don't know how to draw hands, but honestly a lot of artists do. But then there are some artists that just draw hands so beautifully. You're like, Jesus Christ, that is so gracious. Good enough. The focus isn't on the that much on the character anyway. Because I'm gonna hit this bitch with so much fucking shading, you'll barely be able to even see what is going on in the picture itself. Yet I'm still just struggling with the hands. I usually make them comically big. Yeah, that's the thing. I have the problem with making hands like either super tiny, like it's usually just like sleeve and then tiny ass hand. Okay, that is a pretty normal sized hand, but like this size, or I just make them like sleeve and no. Like, it's one of those two, but I rarely make them the right size on the first try, except when I actually try to, you know, paint them proper, like not properly, but you know what I mean. If I try to make an example, it's actually the right size. They don't look good, but they are the right size. Exactly, raccoon hands. I mean, I mean, the thing is, not all small hands are technically directly raccoon hands. I mean, mine could be classified. What the fuck? Classified as raccoon hands because they are so fucking small. But other than that, don't really think all small hands should be classified as raccoon hands. Small hands can be hands too. Free the small hands. This is the small hands movement now. I think that's the dumbest shit I've ever said. No, but honestly, I should just look at my messages, and honestly, there are much dumber things I've said, so that shouldn't be that surprising to me anymore. Yeah, good. Also, I'm still so not used to drawing line art in Clip Studio Paint. It looks terrible. It's so shaky. So I think I got I got a message. Sorry. Okay. I feel like this part doesn't look quite right, honestly. Like, it looks like her butt is facing the wrong way. It looks like this is her butt cheek. Like, this entire thing. But it's supposed to be more of like, I guess this. Works, roughly. Yeah, but that should work. Except for the fucking waistline of the skirt. Don't know how I fucked that up so badly. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Nope. I hate drawing tails, which is ironic. At least like devil tails, like a succubus tails, like this one. It's a pain. Which is ironic because this is like my favorite OC out of all of them. It used to be my other OC, my red-headed one, Rihami, but I honestly I don't have the same fondness for her. Like, she used to be my favorite OC, but I don't know. I still like her design, but it's kind of plain. I know I just recently redesigned her, but the thing is, it's not drastically different. It's still not really what I have in mind when I think Rihami. Also, yes, I just need to satisfy my gum addiction, so sorry for the gum sounds. Okay. The thing is, in Paint Tool Sai, the second version, I just used to, like, not copy paste, but just draw one thick line. And just, I don't know how, like, and then just change, like, select the whole thing, and then just select it and select the tail itself and just make the selection smaller so that it's like selected from here to, well, not that far, but I usually try to just go from here, just select the bit that I want to keep, and I do. Might be because even though I've streamed a few times, I'm still really fucking nervous about talking. I never really know what to actually talk about. That's the thing. So I just ramble on. So yeah, I'm not surprised that when I'm not as comfortable as when I just talk normally. What the fuck? Talk normally, that you can hear my accent a bit more. But to be fair, I also haven't talked in a few days, at least in English. Yeah, that's the thing. A solo stream without rambling is just someone being dead silent while having like, not silent but quiet music playing, and you know, just quite boring shit happening on the screen. That's the thing. Like, I've watched some of those streams, but honestly, usually it's 5 minutes and then I'm fed up with it because it's just not fun to watch someone do something in complete silence, even if there's some music in the background. Like, I've done some streams where I just sit there and you can just occasionally hear me breathing, or just like, or some, you know, rubbing sound of like my glove against the mic or the table or something. But I don't know, it's just so boring in comparison to streams where the person actually talks. At least to me. I don't know how it is for other people, but I personally, I could use like those solo streams with quiet people. With a quiet person, just I could watch those two just fall asleep. Yeah, watch my old streams and it's the same. Yeah, exactly. Like the thing is, I still don't talk that much during streams. Like I even though I don't stream, I am getting a bit better. But still, you look back at a stream. What the fuck? Back at a stream that you did like a month ago, and you're just like, oh, well, that's boring. Especially with like art streams, I feel like if it's a game or story, like for example, story-rich game. I don't have an example right now. Then it's I think pretty okay if you don't talk. But if it's like or just games in general, I feel like you can get away with just not talking much, because there's actually most of the time stuff happening on the screen that, you know, catches your attention. Like it just grabs your attention. But for especially for art streams, fuck, why do I have so many problems talking? 1 second. Okay. Okay, especially for art streams, I feel like it's a lot more difficult to actually keep the attention of people that are watching, because it's honestly just a very mundane task to just see someone draw lines. If it's sketching, okay, yeah, that can be quite interesting, because you can see how someone's brain reacts. Well, not brain reacts, but you know, how quickly someone can think of on the spot and shit like that. But like when it's with art streams, it's just, I don't know, mundane, I guess. Especially when it's something like what I'm doing right now, line art. Honestly, I know some people really like drawing, like doing line art. I find it relaxing, but to me, honestly, I would much more prefer to just hand it to someone else and get the line art back, because I fucking hate doing line art. I have always and will always hate it. Well, probably will, but I have always. I think I've only enjoyed lining like maybe 1 or 2 drawings, but most of the time it's just like, why do I have to do this? Well, technically I don't, but it just looks more polished. Polished. Fuck. Also, sorry for the excessive swearing and usage of like and yeah, but I don't know. I just don't enjoy doing line art. Like, the most fun thing for me to do is just shading. Just doing some interesting shading just brings me so much joy. And for a second I thought there was a spider on my screen, but no. On the screen above my tablet. Not the screen my tablet is on, because I'm staring at that bitch very intensely. Okay, wing 1 is done. Also, the thing is, I don't know, like, my line art just never looks clean to me, like on the topic. of line art. Yes, I know I finished that topic a bit ago, but this just popped into my mind. For some reason, a lot of artists, even when they have kind of messy looking line art, it just like really, really works. Like some people just have this type of line art where you're just like, yeah. And this is like the line art, and I just slap some color on that bad boy, and it just looks fucking amazing. And I'm just like here trying to make my line art look really nice, and it just ends up looking so out of place. Like, I feel like my art without line art looks much more like finished than it does with line art. This drawing is a bad example right now because well, still not done with line art. But I feel like this already feels very finished, but I don't want it to feel finished. if that sounds right. This drawing, for example, this feels completely done to me. Like, fully done. I wouldn't feel like having to do line art. But I wouldn't call this fully finished, just because if you look a bit closer, it's all just a sketch like just with proper coloring and shading. Well, not even proper coloring, but just proper shading. You know, I just slapped some shading on that bad boy and just like, alright then. That is what I would honestly just love to do. I also really love painterly styles. Don't have an example right now because I unfollowed a lot of artists. But like styles that look lineless, but like still slightly lined, just because they shade it, like they paint in a way that it looks like there are lines. Slight outlines. But I love that style so much, and I have tried it in the past, like a few times actually, but the only time that it actually feels sort of complete was this one. But it still feels, I don't know, off to me. Maybe it's because I'm just not used to seeing my art like that. But I don't know, I don't want to go through like 20 drawings in this one specific style to then conclude with, yeah, I don't like drawing like this. I don't like my art like this. I want to go back to just doing plain ass line art. I don't know. I feel like every artist has this weird thing. Like they really like this one particular style of drawing. Like I really love, like, especially I love watercolor art. I love the texture and all of that, but I can't draw with watercolor for shit. Like I've tried a few times and I don't know, it just doesn't fit with myself and what it seems like. But then I see like an artist that has a semi-realistic style as well. I'm not really, mine is not really semi-realistic anymore, but somewhere between anime and semi-realism, I'd say. But the thing is, it just, I don't know, doesn't look right on my art. At least it feels like it. Artists always hate their art. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the times they do. The thing is, I don't really hate my art. I'm just very critical of it. Like, this looks so much better, and this looks a lot better, and this would also look so nice. Like, I feel like especially with artists on social media, you tend to compare yourself a lot with other artists, you see. Which can be good, but it can also end up being hella fucking toxic. Because the thing is, for me, I, for a very long time, compared myself heavily on how other artists draw, and it definitely took a toll on my mental health, not gonna lie. That's why I quit Instagram for like, I don't know, 3/4 of a year, I think. I don't know how long it was exactly, I didn't really think about it, but half a year was it? Like it was at least half a year. I just recently decided to go back onto Instagram, but I don't know, I just ended up unfollowing a ton of people just because I didn't want to keep comparing myself to other artists, if that makes sense. Like, I just wanted to go on social media and enjoy the art other people posted. And that was it. Nothing more, nothing less. Just wanted, like, the things, I ended up actually unfollowing every artist that I haven't, like, really talked in DMs with. That I just don't have like any kind of connection with other than, oh, their art looks nice. Like every person I follow right now I have talked with or still actively talk with in DMs. For example, who am I gonna take as an example? Let me grab my phone. Just gonna take the last person I talked with. Yeah, Torable. I still talk with her a lot. Yeah, then, for example, Raemium? I don't know how it's pronounced. How any names are pronounced, so sorry for that. But I really, really enjoy talking with them. And that was basically my goal when I unfollowed a lot of people. I just wanted to, you know, keep my small cluster of people I really enjoy talking with. And it does, like, legit make me much happier with having the small cluster of people instead of like 50 random people. Well, not 50, I think I followed like 80 to 100 people when I left. But yeah, I now have my comfortable little cluster of people and I'm happy with that. Which I honestly didn't expect. Like, the things, I still see a lot of really stunning art on my explore page. I just don't follow everyone anymore. I know a lot of people don't like that. I really enjoy, still really enjoy people's art, but just don't follow them on social media. It's just that, I don't know. It's, for some reason it really just rips into my self-esteem whenever I see a beautiful piece of art over and over again. Like someone just throwing on one beautiful piece after another, and you know, it not being like from a friend or something, or like an acquaintance. At least, is acquaintance the right word to use here? I don't know, and I don't feel like checking right now. But yeah, whenever I see one of my, I guess, friends, one of the artists I follow's art on Instagram, I just have this really massive urge to be like, hell fucking yeah, you go. You know, just support them with my whole being. And it feels really good. Also, sorry if you can hear my cat's bell ringing. She's currently cleaning herself. So she's flailing around with her head. So I might be able to hear her bell just ringing around. I should at some point just make a stream about, like, randomly, out of nowhere, just make a stream of my cat just, I don't know, doing shit. not like doing proper shit, just like laying there cleaning herself. Or just sleeping, eating, something like that. I don't know why I feel like doing that right now. I'm using my speakers in low volume while charging my headphones. Oh, because your family is sleeping? Oh, don't worry, I'm just rambling about, so you don't have to really hear much, because, you know how I ramble. If I actually start rambling, the chance of me stopping within the next half an hour is, a rarity. I think a good idea would maybe be, actually, instead of just whenever I feel like doing a stream, just randomly start streaming and talk about random topics. A good idea might be actually, you know, when I do feel like streaming still, obviously, but actually like having a list of topics to maybe talk about. Like, oh yeah, I feel like talking about this at some point, maybe then that, and that kind of stuff. No, I just don't like wearing headphones for too long. Oh, okay. Yeah, the thing is, I've been, like, I don't mind wearing headphones for like 16 hours straight. But to be fair, I'm also really used to it at this point. But honestly, that's just the nature of being basically one with your headphones since like age 10. Wait, no, I think I actually got my very first headset at like, I think 13? I don't know anymore. No, 12, not 13. I mean, first time we talked for like 5 hours, so yeah, we book and ramble. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, for me it's usually just about random shit, rambling, and for you it's a lot of politics. You love your politics. But I don't mind it. It's fun to talk with you. But to be fair, you don't only talk about politics. But that is still a very big topic. I think I finally fixed the eye somewhat. Still not great, but good enough. Oh yeah, I love my politics and technology. Oh yeah, that is also a big topic you love to talk about. Just bashing me. Ah, just kidding. And titties. Yeah, titties. I mean, those are just a topic in every conversation with me. No matter which person. Yeah, I didn't forget the titties. It's okay. You can stop talking about titties now. Well, the thing is, I would love to talk a lot more about titties, but trying to not get this stream age restricted. Otherwise, I'd just be drawing straight up hentai. Because honestly, I've been feeling kind of like drawing something lewd for a while now. I don't know. I might just end up dropping some Pokemon lewd, like Pokemon Jinka lewd ones, randomly. Also, 1 second, my nail is really bothering me right now, because the thing is, it's been snagging on my sweater for like half the stream now, and it's like really aggravating to me. So if you don't like the sound of nail files, but I hope if you don't like the sound of nail files that me turning away from the mic with my hand is making it basically non-hearable. Ever thought about drawing a doujin? What exactly is a doujin again? Let me Google it. Doujin. Doujinshi is the Japanese term for self-published works, usually magazines, manga, or novels. Oh! I mean, the thing is, obviously, I think every artist that was or is into anime has thought about it at some point, and I definitely have. That's the thing. That is one of my dreams when I was younger. It's still a thing I'd like to do at some point, but it's no longer like my main goal. It used to be straight up my main goal. That's why I made all of my OCs. The thing is, I do still have a story about them. I don't really want to talk that much about that, honestly, because if I do plan to at some point make one, or draw one, even if it's just a comic, not published or anything, it would be nice to still have the story be, you know, kind of secret. Also, I'm still not 100% sure about what I want the story to be, because the things I do have like a very clear built world and a hierarchy and shit like that. Was hierarchy the right word to use? Like the order of like people. Like those people are here, those there. Like when it comes to power and shit. Like I have that very clear in my head all. I have had that for quite a few years now. But if I ever wanna like actually, you know, draw something related to that, I would like it to be a bit more like of a surprise and not already completely out there. The thing is, I have drawn my two OCs, Juno and Mihami, a short like for fun comic where I just show them kissing, but it's not like it doesn't have anything to do actually. It's just I just wanted to draw my characters kissing again. I love myself some gay gals, and I love my gay gals, so I drew my gay gals being gay. How many times can I say gay in one sentence without mentioning that I'm gay? Sorry. I listened to that song one time a few days ago and it's stuck in my head. Okay, I have $1 billion idea that only 2 other people know of its existence. I mean, that's a bit of a different thing, but because the thing is, if it's not like something with a story, then it's just, you know, something else. But if it has something with a story, then I can definitely understand that, because I don't have like a strict story. It's just basically like a rough draft in my head. AKA like every single sketchbook I ever had, which I never touch anymore. Whoops. I should probably start maybe drawing something from my sketchbook. Also, I'm kind of sitting really uncomfortably on my chair. Okay. I don't know if you could hear that crack, but that was my left knee. Should probably work out again. But I don't know. Not feeling it. I should get back on my workout schedule. I was doing so good. And then my internship came and now it's all gone. At least I didn't gain any weight. So that's a plus. So how long have I been streaming for now? 45 minutes. Wait, I've been fucking doing line art for 45 minutes? Jesus Christ. How? So I kind of want to play either. either Uno or Cards Against Humanity. Why did I say either? That's the German. It's creeping its way into my English. I don't mind it though. The things I have, like, I still really enjoy playing like board games. I actually have some Uno cards just sitting on my desktop. Like, it's not desktop, but on my monitor. The stand of it. Just because when I am in a call with someone and I want to say, no you, I'm just gonna pull out a Uno card. Like, no you. Yes, it's the Uno reverse card. Yes, I'm gonna hate myself for doing that. How many people are watching anyway? I don't really get the whole... I think concurrent viewers is the... What does concurrent even mean? I don't know that word. Concurrent. Existing, happening, or done at the same time. Agreeing or consistent. Okay, so it's basically just current viewers. So 2 people. Who's the one person just creepily watching but not talking? Show yourself. I'm curious. I rarely get more than 1 viewer. If any. I know Ali's talking and watching. But I don't know the other person. No, I might know person number 2 that is watching. But I don't know who they are. Why am I thinking of owls right now? I kind of want to draw a derpy owl. I'm gonna draw a derpy owl. Why is it up there? Okay, illustration. What does a owl beak look like? Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Owl. Mouth. Open. Okay, some of these pictures look so stupid. I love owls. Oh, this is great. Okay. Sorry. I love this picture. Did it even show up on stream? I don't know. Also, get fucked. Just spilled water all over the ground. Yeah, get fucked. At least, the thing is, at least you spilled the water on the ground instead of on your lap or on your keyboard. So at least that's something. I want to draw what's the owl called? Barn owl, I think? Barn owl. Aww. Barn owls are so cute. I love them. Yes, I actually touched a barn owl once, and Jesus Christ, they are so ridiculously soft. I actually spilled an energy drink all over my keyboard a couple of months ago. I mean, it was a couple of months ago. But is this keyboard still sticky? Because if yes, but I also did that before, so. I feel that. Guess I probably just insulted a lot of Russians. I don't care. Get fucked, Russians. Yes, I have a grudge against Russians. Babushka. No babushka here. This looks so bad. But it's beauty, it's grace, it's a barn owl staring in my face. And now it's staring into my soul. Okay, that's cute. Yes. Sorry, I just really like this one song. I don't know what it's called because it's one of in those cute compilation songs. But I don't know, the Pikachu sounds in there are just too fucking cute for my heart. My cold, rotten heart. Heart? Did I say hard or heart? Anyway, I meant heart. That looks adorable, not gonna lie. Yes, it does. I made it smile with its eyes. I actually really like that. I like it more than what I'm actually working on right now. So I'm gonna continue working on this because it's cute. No other reason, it's just because it's cute. It might be lewd as hell, but I'm still a sucker for cute shit. Oh, I multiplied the wrong layer. I actually want to have a small figure statue thing of a barn owl. I'm a sucker for them. Like, I used to not like owls at all. I thought they were kind of weird and eerie looking, but now I just think they're the most adorable things ever. Because I went to a owl and bird park, just a private one. The woman had a permit because she was classified as a bird rescuer, I think. I don't know exactly anymore, but I think it was something like that. Anyway, so she had a lot of birds in her giant ass property. On her giant ass property, not inside it. That would be a bit odd, but okay. Anyway, and I got to see a lot of birds in action, and honestly, the fucking owls just captivated me because they were so cute. Also, I feel like this drawing could benefit from just straight up black line art, but I'm stubborn, so I'm making it with my standard colored line art anyway. Okay, that is quite cute. Also, I just realized barn owls, well, not realized, but remembered barn owls have some eyeliner going for them. No, it doesn't look right. But they do kind of have an eyeliner look. I mean, if you look at this owl, it looks kind of like it has liner, like eyeliner on. So can we just talk, look for a second and talk about how fucking beautiful this bird is? I don't know. Maybe it's just me because I remember touching the head of one of those barn owls and it's so soft. It's honestly, if you haven't touched a barn owl, you haven't touched anything as soft as a barn owl. I also can't describe it other than it was just touching air almost. If you could feel air, that is what it felt like. It was so fluffy. I also held one of those really tiny owls on that day. But that owl just looked like it had the like that one therapy horse that went around once. 1 second. 1 second. Can I find the picture? Yeah, this one. I'm obsessed with this therapy horse that looks like it has the soul of a murdered Victorian era child. Honestly, it like that teeny tiny owl had exactly this face. And I loved it. Because it does look really stupid in a way. Anyway, off to continuing with drawing the barn owl. Also, barn owls have basically one of my favorite colors as their actual fur colors, which is like a light orange. It's not quite a, pastel color. They have a very vibrant coat, which I really love about them. How did it come to me just gushing about barn owls? Yeah, that horse scares me. Exactly. How the fuck is that tiny piece of shit a therapy horse? If someone, like, the thing is, I'm already terrified of horses. IRL, like, if a full-sized horse stands in front of me, I'm just like, fucking goodbye. And I just leave this fucking earth as quick as possible after I got almost stomped to death by a horse during an internship. Which I can talk about in a bit, if I remember. But the thing is, after that incident, I've been terrified, just absolutely terrified of horses. Because before that, I was kind of like, oh yeah, horses, they're nice, neat, I guess. But since that incident, I'm fucking terrified of them. And if a horse comes near me, I'm gonna scream. Or freeze. Or scream and freeze. But it's at least always one of them. Because fuck, horses are terrifying. That looks very skin colored. I don't like skin colored barn owl. Just afraid of a horse biting my head off for some reason. I don't know, I'm just terrified of like a horse stomping on me. Because that is almost what happened during that one internship. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about the internship. So basically, my very, very first internship was at a horse barn. And one of the tasks for my internship was bring horses on to the the field where they can run around and shit. And because I'm hella inexperienced with horses, they gave me one of the biggest ones. It was supposedly one of the calmest ones, but that day just decided to freak out and scare ever-living shit out of me. Did not appreciate. Anyway, I ended up just cowering underneath it out of obvious fear. And since then, I've been terrified of horses. Now you know how to fucking scare me. But also, if you try to come near me with a horse, I will probably beat the shit out of you. I'm tiny, but if I'm terrified, I will punch someone. How about the classic horse head mask? Okay, yeah, that is honestly, the horse head mask is harmless. That is just funny. can be funny. But it's oftentimes it's sadly not. Because it's being misused. No, but seriously, the horse mask thing can be funny. Okay. I don't know, that looks kind of terrifying. That's cute. Bit too much eyeshine though. Now it fits right. Like everything in life. Balance. Definitely not a call out to myself that I should balance my diet more and not just eat 2 packs of cookies a day. Whoops. I've been eating so much junk food earlier. Like, not earlier, but the past few days. Hasn't been weeks yet. And hopefully won't turn into weeks. Because my skin is already suffering. This is cute. This is really cute. I like this. I don't like much of what I draw, but I do like this. So I think I have to sneeze. Corona. Fuck. Oh, now my throat is itchy. Okay. I think that's better. Corona time. Exactly. Why am I thinking of that one fucking peanut butter jelly time thing now? Fuck, that shit is that shit is like cursed. I hate it so much. Now it's stuck in my head. I hate you, Ali. Should just keep this color. Looks snazzy. I feel like barn owls are like the redheads of the owl world. I don't know why. Just feels like it to me. Okay. What is radial blur? Okay, nope. I already don't like that. Gaussian blur? It looks too soft. Smudge. Nope. I'm just gonna keep it like this. If someone has a problem, please call me at 1234 fuck off at gmail.com. That was funny on my head, not gonna lie. And now I hate myself for saying that. Okay. That's enough. Wait, no, I forgot the talents. The very important feeties. Feeties? Clawsies. Clawuncles. What the fuck is that clawuncle? I don't even want to know what it is. Just in case it's something really fucked up. Probably stop moving so much because my chair's so loud. yes, I love the edge of my drawings. Always so pretty. Also, I think my cat is currently snoring. Minnie! Aww. Yep, she definitely was. Otherwise she wouldn't be that sleepy looking. She's a cutie. Oh, that's not what I wanted. One thing that I just don't get, honestly, is how some people just can't really pick colors well. Like, to me, it's just, I don't know. I rarely struggle with the colors I choose. Because the thing is, I just choose one random color to actually, you know, draw the very first thing. But then I just throw some tonal correction on it to actually choose the final color. So I can always, like, I always know exactly what kind of color I will end up with. So I can also just choose what type of color I want. Like, I have a really, really dear friend of mine, and that friend struggles a lot with color. And I just personally don't understand how. Like, it's a very dear friend of mine, and I love them. And that person probably knows who it is just based on how I talk about them, but it's just, I don't know, I personally just don't get the coloring struggle. Because to me personally, it just comes naturally. Also, yes, I'm fully aware that this foot is not even, like, this claw's not even attached. Do I care? Not really. Will it really bother me at some point? Probably. Also, I feel like the feet are way too light. Yeah, that's more like it. Oh, no. That feels a lot better. Oh. Oh yeah, that's better. That's what I've been looking for. The thing is, the pattern on barn owl wings is not that even. So I thought about making it not that even by just doing like a slight type of you know, feather texture, but it just doesn't look right. Like this feels a lot better. Gets the vibe across. Okay. I don't know, I feel like my racial line art doesn't fit in this drawing that much. I don't know. Having a crisis. But this also doesn't fit. It's because it's just thick. Very thick. Yeah, the black kind of fits. The pure black. I don't know. Yeah, no, not really. I don't know. Something about the line art just isn't right. Nope. Nope, that's not what I want. Huh, the feet are very close to the color of the wood. Oh well. Also, sorry if I'm not talking much, but I'm quite focused right now, which is surprising. Because for me it's usually, what the fuck is focus? I'm just kind of really enjoying this. It's relaxing. I don't know why, but right now my head is just playing the crazy frog song. Don't know why. Like the music is so nice and calming, and my head is just like bing 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 bing. I don't get my head. Oh well. Welcome to What the Fuck Is Wrong With Me? think I'm done. Just have to find my... Nope. Nope. Where the fuck did I put my signature? There. Okay, now I'm done. Oh yeah, I forgot to save. Whoops. And save as. Okay. So I'm probably gonna end this here. I don't know. I'm kind of done with drawing for today. So yeah, I'm just gonna end the stream here. Hope you enjoyed watching. Don't know why you'd watch me just randomly paint not paint, but draw a barn owl, but well, hope you had fun. Goodbye!